The Bible made the example in Genesis chapter 2. It said the river that flowed in Eden, they split it into 4. One was bringing gold, one was in Ethiopia, bringing agriculture, water. There are things you can venture into. Be a producer. Look at what problem can you solve? What service can you render? Look at the areas of your wealth. Everybody is wealthy, not everybody is rich. Because there are two different things. Some people carry wealth of knowledge, but they don't know how to convert wealth to money. Some people are gifted dancers. They just dance. They say, where did you teach? Get this one. They say, I just know how to dance from my childhood. In fact, they nickname me. Do you know that there's a dancing school where you can teach people how to dance? There are people today, the way they solve mathematics, they solve it better than their teacher. Can you write questions and answer jam questions and do this one and put booklets? That is wealth. Will you confirm wealth, change that wealth into money? There are people who have residual knowledge of security things. They can pick intelligence. And there are security outfit training. You can start one. There are people that it is in their dream that they begin to see the design of clothes. And you can have a tailoring school, a fashion school. But the only thing, she has one blackhead machine in her room. That's the only thing she's doing. How are you local in a global world? Then with your blackhead machine, you see a vision, you saw how they draw one cloth, you woke up, you drew it, and you still have a blackhead. You are not thinking global, you are not putting yourself online. Nobody knows you on Instagram, nobody knows you on Facebook. The only stupid thing you do is to check the status of every relevant person. You say, this man just bought a new house. Be seeing it. And not even think, when will you do something meaningful, render meaningful service, that people will know you outside your place. If all you do is known only to your locality, you are a poor person. Poor. When God said be fruitful, he said multiply. The same thing you do, replicate somewhere else. It must not be just in that place alone. It must be known in another place. Do it elsewhere. Have a branch somewhere. Do a multiplication. Don't just do one. And I tell you the truth, any business that you are doing that requires your presence to do it is a limited business. It's a low-income business. It does not matter how much you earn. It does not matter. Any business you are into, now listen carefully before you misinterpret it. They now say, brother, why are you not starting business? They say, no, I don't want the business I will be doing that people will see me. No, that's the starting point. Because you may not go home and not start your business. They say, why? They say you are thinking of the business you will do that people don't need to see you. You won't start. The starting point is starting with the one people are seeing you. They say, hey, how do you want your clothes to be? This one. Do you want some? I've sewn clothes from Lagos and the man didn't see me and it was delivered and I didn't see him. Shirts. And when the guy called me, they were online. Branded shirts, all these shirts that you don't need to buy them abroad again. He said, sir, are you in Lagos? I said, I'm in Abuja. He said, if you are in Lagos, we'll have sent somebody to measure you. Can you get a tailor for you in Abuja to measure your shirts? I said, no problem, sir. I got the measurement. I sent to them. I made payment. They sent a dispatch rider from Lagos. He came to Abuja and delivered. I didn't see the person. And there are some tailors, they say, where are you? I saw your name on Instagram. I say, I'm in Abuja. You're in Lagos. Sorry, maybe you look for another person. Limited thinking. That person, are you in Lagos? I said, no, I'm not in Lagos. He said, no problem. He said, for us to get your size, will you get somebody to measure you there? Send it to us. And tell us how you want these shirts to be. The person who is measuring me in Abuja, can't he sew the clothes they are measuring there? But they are not creative like that. Until they measure you, they can't do anything. And when you tell them to do the clothes for you, the thing looks like as if you are wearing native or you are wearing English. The one they taught him with a blackhead machine is the same training he's still working with. Other people are getting training online, getting better. They are still working with their blackhead and thanking God. They say, I thank the Lord. God did not allow the machine to spoil. It will spoil. Because you are not thinking outside the narrow thing. So sit down. I've told you about the one who does nothing but leave. I still ate last week. It's a dedicated WhatsApp line. You don't even need to call him. Just say Bolly. And if you want chicken wings, if you want turkey, if you want snail, if you want fish, and once you do that, you get a message back. Bolly with chicken, 2009. Bolly with turkey, Bolly with snail, 35. Dispatch, 500. You pay. They will confirm payments. Then you give them like 1 hour, 2 hours. Then they will give you a dispatch. I don't know the Bolly guy till tomorrow morning. But it's rendering a service. I've seen somebody who does everything moi moi, and even the dispatch rider, they branded the package moi moi. There's moi moi with fish, there's moi moi with egg, there's moi moi with vegetable, there's moi moi with garden egg, there's moi moi with meat, there's in different categories of moi moi. All he does is moi moi. Ask him for pap, he does not do that one. He's rendering a service. Then how will God bless you? Look for a service you can render. We have mechanics online today. People online. If you do a business that I need to see you physically before we can transact, you are not global yet. But that's not a problem. Start wherever you are. Number next, covenant. Practice for your financial freedom. Have a financial plan, a financial goal. If you're going to succeed and have financial freedom, you must plan for it. You don't come into financial freedom by accident. You say, I didn't even know. I only slept yesterday. I woke up this morning and I'm a billionaire. No, it doesn't work that way. You must plan it. There must be something I call Joseph account. 20% of all your increase. He says, sir, you don't understand though. It is the money that is enough that you save. The reason why it's not enough is because you are not disciplined. It does not matter how much you earn, you can save. The 20% of your increase is your Joseph account. Joseph told Pharaoh, he said there will be 7 years abundance and 7 years famine. He said, now let's begin to save 20% of everything for these 7 years of abundance, so that when there is 7 years of famine, we have excess. And that's what they did. So they were saving 20%. And there are people today, apart from your normal salary, somebody just dash you one money and immediately dash you, then you bought a new wig. You are a poor person. They say, why did you buy the wig? He said, I've been longing to buy. What if that money did not come? Somebody gave you money and you quickly went to buy one ice cream. Why will you buy that? What if the money did not come? Have you seen in your house that the toys you bought for your children didn't last one day? Because actually they didn't need it, but because you didn't know what to do with money. You've bought bicycle that they've not climbed one day. There are some clothes that the day you bought it, till the day you gave it out, your child wore it once. The second time you wanted him to wear, the cloth is small. Because you bought it when the child did not even need it. You have poor financial orientation. So you think that when money is in a man's hand, he must spend it. So whenever you have money, something just tell you spend. You don't look at, what else do you have there, self? Then they say, okay, how much is that one? They say 2.5. No, leave that one. What about this one? They say, bring that one. What is even inside that thing? You don't know. They just drew one picture, drew something. You say, is it biscuit or what is it? They say it's one thing. How does it taste? Then you bought. You finish buying that one, then they say iPhone 13 is outgone, that they are doing now iPhone 16. Then you are trying to save money. You are a poor person. Very poor. In the iPhone 16 you plan to buy, what will you do with it? You will take pictures. You will send SMS, do WhatsApp chat, do Instagram, do Facebook. The same thing you can do with Techno, Cano, something. The time you were using Techno, what you were doing with Techno is the same thing you are doing with iPhone 17. Nothing different. You are not doing anything different. He said, but sir, you need to see the camera. Are you a photographer? When you finish taking the camera, what happened thereafter? They gave you a what? Have a financial plan. And share, if you are married, share with your wife. We need to get a land. One of my friends were going to town together, and she said, she's my colleague at work, she said, all these places, in the 91s when we were in Abuja. I said, were you in Abuja in 91? He said, yes. We grew up in Abuja here. He said, these places were bush. I said, how many plots do you have now? Not one. I've never seen a poor person like that. And when I say a poor person, you may have a car. Does not make you rich. Because there's a thinking of a rich man is different. He sees a future when people think it's a desert. Those, my time where we have Transcorp, she told me it was a complete bush. That time, they were begging them to buy land at 10,000. They said, what do I need land for? Go and price the land where Transcorp is sitting. They put, if you work for 100 years, your salary can't buy it. And I don't know the highest paying company. Any company in the world, you can't work and buy Transcorp for working as a salary earner. But the same bush today has become the center of attraction. Now today they say there's land in Agwansa, there's one land in Igbao. They say where? They say no. If you see one in FHA, then they say okay, we've seen one in FHA. They say 30 million. They say is land that expensive? They say yes. He said, no, I didn't know. Okay, just hold on. They said the one in Bao is 500. They said, The time you will be ready to buy the Bao, they say it's now 10 million. They say, Because you are a rich man don't think today. They think tomorrow. That was the difference between Jacob and Esau. Esau said, what is the future that you are talking about? Just give me porridge to eat now. Jacob said, hey, there is a tomorrow greater than today. There are some of you, what you have eaten in your stomach can buy 2 plots of land. You are walking around like a big person with your pot belly, like somebody who is going to bust somewhere tomorrow. Walking around. You are carrying 2 plots of land in your stomach going, I need you to pray for me. My landlord is troubling me. The rent money is in your stomach. You have drunk all the rent money, and the landlord who is not drinking like you are, is building houses of his own. He has a financial plan. When are you building your house? When are you buying your land? Where's your investment account? What business do you want to do that you are saving towards? He said, one day I will start a school. Good. Do you have an account for it? He said, which account for what? The school you want to start. He said, no, money will just come. Have you seen somebody wake up and money came? The person is waking up in hell because he has become a Yahoo boy that day. You have a long-term, there are long-term vision, there are short-term visions. You have a dream. One day you will own a school. That is God speaking to you ahead of time. Why did God tell you something he wants to do 20 years time today? So that you can prepare. When 20 years time come, you are ready. You thought that when you come to that 20 years, it will just happen. No. God has shown you that you own group of schools. Do you have an account? Do you have a name for the school? Are you praying for that school? Let the account keep building. When it is something, you buy a land. You say, what land is this one? The school God showed me. Where is the school? It will come. The same way you save to buy the land, the same way you are saving to build the house. You have the visions of God. You have no preparation and planning. There is no way you come into covenant practice of financial freedom if you don't learn financial plan. Don't eat all you earn. Don't. No matter how small, put a savings. Put a savings. There must be an account that you don't have the ATM card. It's not that somebody now say, my dear, there is one shoe I need you to see. You say, tell me, how much is it? It comes with a bag. Foolish you. You quickly go and collect money and buy it. When you finish buying it, you are the only person who knows the amount of the shoe and bag. The maximum will say, this shoe is fine, and does not change anything. That you wore that shoe and you carry that bag, demons did not run from you. And you didn't get to bank and they pay you extra. And your own bag is better. Let's give you. No. It's your headache. The value of a thing is the carrier. Do you understand? Do you know that this shoe I'm wearing, as common as it may look like, if $10 comes here tomorrow and wear the same shoe, you would think it's more than this. Do you know why? Because of who he is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it is not the amount of the bag, it's the carrier of the bag. The same bag Madam Comfort carries now. If Mrs. Osibajo comes into this service and carry the same bag, you would think the bag is more expensive because of her person. So it is not in buying the most expensive thing. Buy things on purpose, the things that you need, that serves your purpose. That the fact that a school pay 300,000 per term does not mean it is better. It's the same syllabus. What you are paying for is the environment. The money they used to build the school. See, the syllabus they used to teach them in Safe Heritage is the same syllabus they used to teach them in Maitama. It's the same syllabus they use in Holy Child. Or do you have a different syllabus? So when you say, no, I can't come to, I'll go to a school where you pay 2.5 billion, it's your problem. Your personal problem. The same syllabus. Number next. Covenant practice for your financial freedom. Partner with God on earth. Luke 16. I need it to partner. I wish I can explain this very well. Luke 16. Partner with God on earth. See, every human being look for something greater than himself. That is why you see some men going to an herbalist, some men going to an afar, some men going to one prophet. Everybody seeks something greater. That is why a woman, a natural woman, an average woman, looks for a man that is better than him, but better than her. I've seen women who complain to me and say, my husband is, he does not even call us to pray. I say, you call it. I say, no, it's my husband. He should be the one. Every woman naturally just look like, let me see something greater than me that I can submit to. No woman naturally, I know there are exceptions, want to be greater than the husband. They just want to be something under somebody. Every human being seek for a power that is greater. See, there is a way you can be part of something greater than you with your resources, with your finances. You know, there are certain things that does not get to certain people. They belong to certain caucus in God. Their life is hidden and integrated. There are places where there are shakings, but they are untouchable because they go to work, business is collapsing in different places. Their business cannot collapse. That business is in covenant with God. There is a percentage of their income that is hidden as a partner with God. If you want to secure your financial freedom, you must learn to partner with God. How do you partner with God? Be part of a project, a partnership work with the work of God on hearts. Make it consistent, make it regular. Anything that will shake you must shake that thing first. Be part. It is a kingdom financial wisdom. That when your blessings come and they are coming in the name of the Lord, you don't just consume it on yourself alone. Hide it under something. So that the power that works for that thing you are putting in it also works for you. You are partnering with something. Luke 16, look at what it says there. And he said unto them, I'm reading from verse 1, said unto his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward, and the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account of thy stewardship, for thou mayest no longer steward. Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. I cannot dig to beg, I'm ashamed. I am resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. So he called one of his lost debtors unto him, and said unto the first, how much owe thou unto my Lord? And he said, 100 measures of oil. And he said unto him, take thy bill, and sit down quickly and write 50. Then he said to another, how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measures of wheat. And he said unto him, take thy bill and write 80. And the Lord commended the unjust steward. The Lord commended the unjust steward, because he has done wisely, the Lord of that steward. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. And look at verse 9. And I say unto you, Jesus said, and I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the unrighteous mammon of unrighteousness, that is money, that when you fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations. This is the Lord Jesus. He said, I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness. That is money. Money is referred to mammon of unrighteousness. That when you fail, because there are times that you forgot to even pray. You don't even know what to pray. There are times that you don't even know what to do. He said, when you fail, that partnership can keep you. Then he went further. If you are unfaithful in this money matter, unrighteous, how will you be given the true riches of life? Partner with God on her. Let a percentage of your income be part of God's work. Any church where the gospel is being preached, where souls are being won, anywhere, where there is a genuine man of God who is called by God, who is not adding anything, be part of it. Let your finance be part of it. When there is shaking, the covenant on that work will keep you. How do you partner with God? By giving to the poor. The Bible says, he who gives to the poor lends to God. You borrow God money. He said, and God pays back with interest. Proverbs. He who gives to the poor. Proverbs 19. Verse 17 or so. He that pity upon the poor lend unto the Lord, and that which he has given will he pay him back. Psalm 41 verse 1. Let me round off on that. Blessed is he that considereth the poor, the Lord will deliver him in time of trouble. The Lord will deliver him. Number next. How do you come into your financial freedom? Recognize and maximize your seasons. Recognize and maximize your season. Every believer operates in levels. There is a level of anointing. There is a level of grace. There is a level of prosperity. Prosper within your level. If you see Brother Jethro come with a Prado Jeep, thank God for his life. If you can afford a motorcycle, that is your level for now. Don't be contented with that. Godly contentment. He said, but we are attending the same church, but we are in this different level. We walk at different level. We receive at different level. We understand at different level. We prosper at different level. The next thing is that I must not remain in this level continually. I must go to the next level. But we must understand that we are working in different levels. Then you must now remember that there is season. There is nobody without a season. There is no seasonless man. Genesis 8 and 22. It says seed time. As long as the earth remaineth, there will be seed time. There will be a time of your life that is a seed time. The reason why you didn't have much harvest is because your seed opportunity, you didn't sow the seed that time. I don't know anybody in the kingdom who will testify to God's blessing and hide the fact that there's a principle of giving. Not calculative giving. I spoke in a workers' meeting yesterday. It worries me that when the entire church gives offering, in some instances, the offering of the entire church does not equal the offering I give as an individual. Does that mean that there are people who don't have better than me here? Several. What's the difference? We just see things differently. I see God in a different light than you see him in a different light. I'm winning the trust of God. If God I need God to trust me enough and say, if I bless this man to SS, he will give it back to me. I pleaded with God years back and said, God, can you bless me? I want to pay pastors in different denominations. Just be paying them. I don't want pastors to struggle. I said, Lord, you need to bless me. That time, my salary was 22,250 naira. When I receive salary, it is in my pocket. Because which bank are you keeping 22,000? I put it. That is where we finish spending it and spending it. I said, God, I need you to bless me because I want to take care of pastors. He said, start from here. From where? From 22,000. So I started giving airtime to them. Started giving airtime to 3-4 pastors from 22,000. Then I take care of my wife, take care of my daughter. That time it was just Bolu Atife. Because I needed to hand the trust of God. If you are not faithful with little, you can't be faithful with much. If I waited till that money becomes 100,000 before I can do anything, it will never become. So I said, God, this is 22,000 on a monthly basis, but I promise you I want to take care of men of God. So I was sending recharge card to them, sending recharge card to them, sending recharge card to them. One of them that I sent recharge card to one time, he needed money, he needed to travel. And I said, sir, send me a card. And I sent him 100,000. The same man that sent 400 airtime can now send 100,000 to one person. If you are faithful in little. That's what I do all the time. 400 naira to this man, about 3-4 men of God every month. God, if you bless me, I will do this. If you bless me, I will do this. It's a season of my life, and I needed to prove faithfulness in that season. It's your season of seed time because there will be harvests. Maximize the season of the seed. There are some of you who want to give to God and you are calculative. If I give this one now, what will happen this week? With the one who created heaven and earth, who brought money from the mouth of the fish? There is the cold, and it's unfortunate I can't explain it because of time. There's the cold season. When people left you, you look alone. There is no season that is not with a purpose. There is a cold season of life when people are far away from you. Your friends are detached from you. People that you are coming together, they are leaving you. And it is a season of your life for good. That is the time you can prepare yourself. That is the time you can work stronger. Because heat will come. When your heat comes, people come back to you again. People come and they say, oh, sorry I left you. Because no, you don't need to be sorry. It was my cold season. And I needed the cold season to be alone. There are times in a man's life he needs to be alone. If Jacob was not alone, he won't wrestle to have a change of name. There are times you need to come into a cold season. Friends need to betray you. Men need to lie against you. You will not be able to trust anybody because you just need to be alone. You need to be alone. You need to be in the cold because your heat is also coming. And of course, there is summer, there is winter, there is day, there is night. And nobody wants to come into the night season, but the night season is when you have dreams. It's the time you have visions. It's the time when you just relax with God and receive fresh revelation. The night season is when you rest. In the night season, you are not seen. You are laboring, but you are not seen. And in your day, people said, have you been around? Yes, I've been around. I've just been in my night, and this is my day. No man is seasonless, and every season is for a purpose. You must recognize and maximize your season. There's a season of your life, you need to learn the business you will do. You need not to earn at that time. I tell people, it is better to work and not be paid than to be paid and not work. If they are giving you money and you are not working, they are wasting you. Go to a place and they say, we are not recruiting. Say, no problem, I will be working free. It is profitable for you. Your mind is developed. Finally, don't ignore the place of prayer. Everything that God does starts with prayer. If truly you need the blessings of God, you don't start and say, well, I know what to do, you know what to do. How many African businesses can you talk about that is up to 100 years in Nigeria or in Africa? We have Concord Airline, it is no more. Bank PHB is forgotten. When you have learned all the principles to establish it, then you must lean to God. I pray for you today, the blessings of God will overtake you, and the grace of God will be sufficient for you. You are blessed.